Okay, so I am live. Let's see who will join us today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Joining me today, actually. Hi, Shama. Good to see you after a long time. Hi, Christine. Good morning. Right, so we'll just hang in there and let's have a little chat before others join us and I start today's meditation. I actually wanted to ask, how's your meditation practice going? I know each one of you must have your own practice, so I just want to know, are you able to keep up a daily practice? I know we used to connect weekly. So yeah, I just want to say hi to lots of people. Charlotte, what a wonderful surprise to have you with us. Good afternoon for you from the UK. And wow, hi Deepak, lovely to have you here too. So, we were connecting every Sunday for a great sharing of meditation. And just want to know, did that set a consistent effort for your own personal practice? Did you feel that I really like this, this having a specific day and time to meditate over a specific topic, over a certain thought process? Or did it inspire you to have a meditation practice on a daily basis, and it doesn't have to be anything on a specific thought process, but it could just be in the moment, just focusing on your breath, So let me know what your daily meditation practice is or your weekly meditation practice is. And personally, I would love to have a good time for myself on a daily meditation as a practice. But I do manage to do at least 15 minutes, if not a long session for myself. So Charlotte, I know you started working, so I guess it's hard to find time. But even if you could, carve out maybe a weekend time to just meditate and to keep that practice going, keep that connection going, or on weekdays, if at the end of the day, if you feel you just want to review how your day's been. So if you're not aware, on my YouTube channel, I have a 5 minutes Kickstarter to the day where you can just groom your energy at the start of the day. And you have 5 minutes where you can wind down just before falling off to sleep. So those are on my YouTube channel. They fall under the playlist of fine-tuning your energy with Graceful Reflections. Just making a commitment towards just that 5 to 10 minutes, even 5 minutes, trust me, 10 minutes is also long, on a daily basis. So even if you can take out 5 minutes of your day, either at the start or at the end, it's an amazing way to have this anchor of meditation practice for yourself. And the reason why I'm suggesting having a daily practice is because once you have it ingrained in your daily routine, it becomes you're able to draw strength from it and benefit from it better. And doing it at the same time every day, or even creating a space where you could practice your meditation daily, is a great way for us humans to have a conditioning in place. So that space where you will do your meditation starts picking up your vibration. And so perhaps you have a special couch or a cushion that you sit on. It becomes a space where the moment you sit there, there's a conditioning, and at once you're able to lift your vibrations and connect to your higher self. Sorry, I need to clear my throat. So today's meditation, I think it's already 5 p.m., so I could start talking about today's meditation. It is all about the power of now. Now, we know who's spoken and written an amazing book on the power of now, and that's Eckhart Tolle. And he has inspired us with the real benefit of being in the present moment. I like to call it the present moment over the power of now, simply because I like the sound of present moment. When you say present, it is a gift. So being in the moment, in the present moment, is a gift to ourselves. And I want to discuss a couple of quotes from Eckhart Tolle's book, okay? And then we can have a discussion pre-meditation, and then we will go through the meditation, and then we'll have another discussion over some more thoughts that he has shared in his book. So Eckhart Tolle says, if your mind carries a heavy burden of past, you will experience more of the same. The past perpetuates itself through lack of presence. The quality of your consciousness at this moment is what shapes the future. So that means, let's just think about this particular quote. If your mind carries a heavy burden of the past, it feels like a huge burden on the shoulder, right? And that's the vibration, the energy within us, what we have within us and what we exude outwards will carry the essence of our past. And if the past has an essence of burden or regret or sadness, we will continue carrying that energy within and outside. And when we are stuck in the past, it is harder to be in the present moment, to be very centered and focused in the activity that we are doing at that moment. And when we are focused, so if we are able to leave the past behind and be in the present moment, the inner wisdom that resides within each one of us, we are able to connect with that better. And so that starts lifting our vibration, our energy, our consciousness. And that is the ripple effect that we have for our future. Yeah. So if we kind of set the tone for the future. When I say future, it can be the next couple of hours in the day. It can be just for that particular day. It can be for the week. It can be for, and so on and so forth. So, you kind of stay in the moment and show up for what is required for your life today. Yes, there are times in the day when you will think about and plan something about your future, but don't stay there. Bring yourself back in the present moment. And meditation is one of the, I think, the ideal ways to bring yourself back. Everybody's heard of mindfulness. Everybody has probably got something that really helps them be in the present moment, either an activity, whether you like dancing or you like a sport or you like reading a book, you get immersed in that book, or just going for a walk in nature. All these activities help you to come back to the present moment. It just allows us to be, and the sense of gratitude comes up also pretty strongly when you are in the present moment. When you think that, for me, these words really instantly shift my energy. So if I'm overwhelmed by any experience that my thoughts might go back for the past, or in worry about the future, I just remind myself about, I just say these words in my head, and that is, everything is in divine and perfect order, just the way it is. And just saying that, it's like a conditioning for me now. The moment I say those words to myself, I'm able to bring myself in the present moment and be grateful for what I have in the present moment. So I'm going to repeat those words just in case it resonates with you also. Everything is in divine and perfect order, just the way it is. Yeah. So no resistance to what life is throwing at me, but just accepting it. And by just doing that, I'm able to be in the present moment. I'm able to show up for the activity that's required of me for that moment or for that day. And I'm also able to have a sense of hope and enthusiasm and awe about what's up for me, and to know that if this is presented to me by life, then I must definitely have the ability to deal with it. So that brings me to another quote of Eckhart Tolle. And where did that go? I thought I had written it down here, but never mind. I'm going to not worry about it at the moment. So, and actually, maybe I will not, I'll paraphrase it, I won't quote it. That was what I had shared on my post about if the present moment you, in the here and now, you're unhappy or it's intolerable, you have three options. Either you move away from that situation, you take yourself away from that situation, or you change it, or you just accept it the way it is. And these are three powerful options. Actually, the quote is quite long also. There's some more words to it. Yeah, I found it now. I will share that in a bit. So I'm going to read the full quote now. If you find your here and now intolerable and it makes you unhappy, you have three options. Remove yourself from the situation, change it, or accept it totally. If you want to take responsibility for your life, you must choose one of those three options, and you must choose now. Then accept the consequences, no excuses, no negativity, no psychic pollution. Keep your inner space clear. So the three options are quite amazing. In fact, someone asked me just yesterday this question when I stated out that quote to her, and she said, take responsibility for your life and you may choose one of these options. You must remove yourself from the situation. And she says, does that mean you're running away? You're resisting it? And at that moment, I did not have, I wasn't sure what I wanted to say at that time. So I kind of just said, I don't know, I'm not sure. And I was giving it some thought today. I think some situations in our lives have a beginning and an ending. And we have to be accepting that if something feels like I cannot shift it anymore, I cannot work with it anymore, then it's time for me to move myself away from it. It can be in a relationship, it can be in a moment of a situation where you've been really trying hard to work to make it work, to bring results. In any scenario, so that's one option. You can decide to remove yourself from the situation because the situation is lowering your vibration. It's keeping you stuck, probably. It's probably making you take actions that are not in sync or in line or in alignment with that situation. Okay? And then, of course, change it. We always have the power, we have the choice. And the choice could be just a shift in our mindset. That's all. That's all that's required of us. And then the universe helps us to pave a new way. And the third option is accept it totally. When you accept it, you're then able to find solutions around that situation or problem or whatever that one might be experiencing. And once you make a choice, you need to accept the consequences that will come along with it rather than feeling like you need to be stuck. Very hard, right? I mean, these are practices that we really have to show up for. We have to be courageous and we have to be strong. And the way that I believe one can stay strong through all these challenges is by being in the present moment, the power of now. Yeah, sometimes the solutions do not come at that moment when you want them to come, but you need to walk into the answers. You need to step into the answers. So today's meditation, we are going to walk through different gateways that will allow us to be in the present moment, in the now. Those different gateways could be breath. Breath is an amazing way to to allow yourself to be in the present moment. Sensing the energy of your hands or just of your body within you and around you. Sometimes it's just nice to just close your eyes and see what kind of energy you are carrying within you and what kind of energy you're exuding. So that also helps you to bring in the present moment, bring you back to the present moment. And then there is the power of the different sounds that are all around us. You know, we have so much of mind chatter going on that we miss out on the different sounds that are around us. So if we pause and we listen to the different sounds, in those sounds there are gaps, there are moments of silence. So connecting with the silence within the sounds, repetitive sounds, is another way of helping us come back to the present moment. And another way that Eckhart Tolle has shared in the gateways of how to bring yourself back to the present moment is waiting and observing the next thought. So when we pause and we wait for the next thought to come, yes, you know, then you become an observer of your thoughts. What kind of thoughts are coming to me? And I believe when we start doing that, we're able to then perhaps shift our the type of thoughts we might have. Perhaps they might be overwhelming at first, or maybe it might feel a bit stressful at first, but when you start observing them, they probably shift into being more positive and being more reflective. And again, each one's experience is different. Not all gateways of that help you to come back to the present moment might work for you. You might feel the breath is better for you over something else. So I've got around 6 to 7 that I have kind of put together, gateways of helping you come to the present moment. So it'll be nice to know at the end of the meditation which one worked for you the best. Okay, so today is all about experiencing your breath, your energy, your sensations of your body with the space, and those kind of connections. So I've chatted enough about the introduction. If you want to say something, go ahead, share. I think Samira, you shared something about having the power. Sorry, I missed out on your message, but I will respond to it later. But it is about being in the present moment and giving you freedom to overcome any difficult situations. And then, so the choice of sitting or lying down in today's meditation. I personally think lying down would be probably a better one from the perspective of just surrendering to the floor or the surface where you're lying down. But again, it's your choice. If you are more comfortable sitting down for the meditation, please, by all means, choose that. Okay, so let's start. Let me start the music and let me change the angle of the camera and let's start the meditation. Enjoy the power of now. Okay, let's. So sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Take a few natural breaths. Connect with every inhalation, and with every inhalation, bring in fresh energy of excitement, of joy. And with every exhalation, release any tension you might be carrying at this moment in your body, in your mind. Acknowledge to yourself that you will be experiencing some gateways to being in the now, in the present moment. It is a gift you're giving yourself so you can enjoy pure inner peace. The power of now is not knowledge. The power of now is a skill. So to enter in the moment, in the now, and to stay in that moment, you have to develop a practice for it, and you have to be patient and kind and gentle with yourself. So let's start by the very first method or gateway to bringing us in the present moment, in the now. And that's our breath. Take your attention to your natural breath. Observe the natural rhythm of your breath. You're not making any effort to breathe or modulate your breath. It's just a natural inhalation and exhalation that you're observing. Try not to go ahead of your breath. Try not to modulate it for this moment. Just stay with it. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On the inhalation, the breath rises from the navel to the throat. And on the exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. So keep observing the cycle of your breath from the navel to the throat, and then from the throat to the navel. And observe through this passage where your breath is flowing naturally and where it might feel stuck or uncomfortable. Observe the force of your inhalation. And then the force of your exhalation. Observe the temperature of the inhalation and the temperature of your breath on the exhalation. Observe the sound of your breath. And if you had to define your present natural rhythm of breath with an element, what would you associate it with? Does it have the energy of earth? Does it carry a sense of the earth? That means, is it grounded? Is it steady? Is it slow and dense? Or does it carry the energy of fire? Warm, raging, wild, erratic? Or does it have the element of water in it, flowing steadily, or perhaps rushing, stormy? Or is there a gentle rising and falling that's rhythmic, just like the wind? Gentle breeze, or a stormy kind of wind? And whatever the element that you can associate your breath with, what does that element mean for you? How does it represent you at this moment in time? How does it represent the present moment, the now, for you? If you had to define your present natural rhythm of breath with a color, what color would you define it as? And what does that color represent for you at this present moment? Keeping the awareness of your breath, we now shift our attention to our physical body. We will do a rotation of consciousness through the different centers of the body. So let your awareness jump from point to point and just follow me. Right hand thumb. So as you think of that part of the body that I'm drawing your attention to, relax it and move on to the next as I call out the next point. We start with right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel of the right foot, sole of the right foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, left elbow, upper arm, left shoulder, armpit, left side waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, left ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Shift your focus to the back of the body, right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the spine, the spine, the whole of the back together. Now shift the focus on the front of the body, top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left side chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen, whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head, together, legs, arms, back, front, head, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together. And now develop an awareness of the whole body and aware of the space that is occupied by the body. The space that is occupied by the body. Body and space. And as you're getting aware of the relation between the body and the space, draw your attention to the energy that is residing within the body and the energy it's exuding into the space around it. And now draw your attention to the meeting points of the body and the surface where you are seated or lying down. Observe the very subtle physical points between the body and the surface where it is seated or lying. Observe the sensations of all those meeting points between your body and the surface. The feet, legs, exactly the meeting points. the buttocks, back of the body, the head, the arms, the hands, the fingers, wherever you can feel the sensation of it meeting the surface. The interaction between your body and the surface. The sensations. Now take your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting points between the upper and lower eyelid. Feel the point where it meets. And then draw your attention to the lips. Focus your attention on the line between the upper and lower lip, the space between the two lips. Keeping awareness of your body and the space and the meeting points. Awaken a feeling of heaviness in the body. Feeling heaviness in every part of your body. You feel so heavy that you're sinking into the floor. A complete surrender. Now awaken the feeling of lightness. Feel your body completely light and weightless. Your body is feeling so light that it seems like a feather floating off the surface. Light and weightless. And now awaken the experience of cold. Feel cold in the body. Feel your feet cold. You're feeling cold all over your body. And now awaken the experience of heat, feeling hot all over your body. Feel the experience of heat all around you. And bring your awareness back to whichever sensation that resonated with you the most. Bring in that sensation of either heaviness, lightness, warm or cold, whatever resonates with you in the present moment, in the now. Allow yourself to feel that sensation in the present moment. And now bring your awareness to the sounds in the distance. Start to become aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. Follow those distant sounds just for a few seconds. No need to identify the source. Just observe the sounds. Move from sound to sound. Some distant sounds, some closer sounds, sounds in the space where you are. Remember not to identify them, just observe the sounds. And then start to observe the pauses between, the moments of silence between these sounds. As you draw your attention to those pauses, those silent moments between the sounds, those silent moments become longer and longer. Now slowly bring your awareness to the dark space in front of your closed eyes. Bring your awareness to the dark space in front of your closed eyes. The space is called the Chidaksha. It's a space in front of the forehead. Watch this dark space, this Chidaksha, the inner space, with complete detachment. Allow yourself to rest in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifest, like colors or patterns of light and movements, images, just observe them. They're all emerging in the present moment. Keep watching your Chidaksha, your warm, friendly, dark space in front of your closed eyes. And start to feel a sense of harmony, relaxation, peace, gratitude in this present moment. Everything is in divine and perfect order, just the way it is. Slowly start to become aware of your breathing. Become aware of the natural breath. Watch the natural rhythm of your breath. And then draw your attention with your closed eyes to the surroundings where you started this meditation. The walls, the floor, the ceiling. Start to make small movements with your fingers and your toes and bringing yourself back to the space where you started the meditation. And after making small movements, maybe stretching your body a little bit. If you were lying down, roll on to your side. And when you feel ready, you can sit up. And with your next exhalation, you can gently open your eyes. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're feeling grounded, and of course, it was all about being in the present moment, so you should be in the present moment, hopefully, with the meditation. So I hope you enjoyed the different ways to keep you in the present moment. It was breath work, it was body awareness, it was about the awareness of the body and the floor or wherever you were lying down. It was about the meeting points, the different sensations of heat, cold, light and heavy. And then of course we were focusing on the sounds around us and observing the pauses or the silence between the sounds. And the last one was watching the dark space in front of closed eyes. So these were almost like 7 gateways. Tell me which one resonated with you the most. Did you, in the last part where you were focused on your Chidaksha, the dark space in your front, did you have any images or any colors or patterns that came up for you? Oh yeah, and also the element of your breath and the color to your breath. How did that feel? Did anything come up for you there? So while you're sharing your experience with me, I have two things that I want to share with you all. One is, let's pick up some guidance from the Inner Peace cards. And then I have one more quote from Eckhart Tolle from the book, The Power of Now, to discuss on. So before that, thank you so much, Shama, for saying that was beautiful. I'm glad. Charlotte, thank you. I feel so relaxed. I felt very heavy watching the dark space. It was like a yellow jewel emerging in and out of focus. Beautiful. So yellow, I guess, I don't know what it means for you, but to me, when there's yellow, there's happiness, there's joy, there's sunshine, there's all that energy out there. So I hope that's what you, I guess, needed or felt connected with today. So I'm going to pick up three guidance cards from the Inner Peace cards from, and the box is by Dr. Wayne Dyer. So okay, so let's see what the Inner Peace cards have to share with us today. The first one is, if you meet someone whose soul is not aligned with yours, send them love and move along. I align myself with people who support my growth. So it was similar to what we spoke about in the quote in the beginning. Here they're talking specifically about people. So I align myself with people who support my growth. We're talking about even situations. If certain situations of people are not in alignment with you, then knowing that you have to move yourself away from it or change the situation. Or at times you're not able to move away, you have to accept it, but not carry that burden within you. Okay, so that's very much in touch with the quote we had discussed earlier. And then the next one says, happiness, fulfillment, and purpose in life are all inner concepts. If you don't have inner peace and serenity, then you have nothing. My inner being is serene and peaceful. And that's exactly what we were trying to aim at being today, right? My inner being is serene and peaceful. So no matter, the next quote that I'm going to share is very much in alignment with what I'm going to, with this particular guidance. My inner being is serene and peaceful. And then, let's see, I'm torn between two, so I'm actually probably going to go for both. You can sit there forever, lamenting about how bad you've been, feeling guilty until you die, and not one tiny slice of that guilt will do anything to change anything in the past. I forgive myself and then I move on. Sorry, it was the writing was not very clear. I forgive myself and then I move on. So this is again in alignment with what I've been talking about in the quotes from Eckhart Tolle. You can sit there forever lamenting about how bad you've been, feeling guilty until you die, and not one tiny slice of that guilt will do anything to change anything in the past, because past is past. So it's very appropriate for me to share this quote for discussion now. Okay, before I share that, I just want to talk about what my uncle has said. So heaviness of my head like vertigo has gone, and now it is light with today's meditation. Amazing. I'm so happy to hear that the meditation of the power of now was able to bring that comfort to you today. So the quote of discussion is, all negativity is caused by an accumulation of psychological time and denial of the present. Unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, all forms of fear are caused by too much future and not enough presence. Guilt, regret, resentment, grievances, sadness, bitterness, and all forms of non-forgiveness are caused by too much past and not enough presence. I love this terminology, accumulation of psychological time, which keeps us either stuck in the past or in the future, and takes us away from the present moment where we can feel gratitude, we can feel complete and whole, we can feel energized, we can have new ideas and creativity flowing through us. Instead, sometimes we choose to have an accumulation of psychological time, and those can carry different essences of unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry. or it can carry bitterness, sadness, resentment, non-forgiveness. Everything has a dense energy, both of those, past and future. The present is the only lighter moment, right? Because what we are fearing about the future in the present moment is not going to help, because it's not really, most of the things that we worry about in the present moment rarely happen, right? And so it could lead to inaction because we're stuck in that accumulation of psychological time. Now, some of the things to think about is there's an emphasis on the word too much. What is too much? Like, okay, you don't want to repeat your past mistakes. So you take what lessons you've learned from the past so that you can move forward without repeating those patterns, right? So at times, reflection of the past helps us to understand why we are where we are. I'm not trying to contradict myself. I'm just trying to see that there's no one way that, oh, I've just left the past behind. Sometimes certain experiences of the past help us to see why we are where we are and how we don't want to repeat certain patterns, or how it has kind of joined the dots to where we are today. So, and that again comes up with the future. Just being a little mindful about where you want to head out to helps you to pave your way towards it. But not about being stuck in both ways, and worrying about the future or regretting the past. That takes you away from the present moment and leads perhaps to inaction. So, there are different ways of looking at it. There's no one way. So please share how you're feeling about these different quotes that we are discussing here today. Some of the thoughts that actually Tony shared with me, what he felt when he read this particular quote was, if uncomfortable, thoughtless, or responsible action is better than inaction, because sometimes you don't want to go into like impulsive behavior, just saying I'm going to act, pausing, being in the present moment, pausing. Remember, we did the power of the pause. So that is an important part too. Yes, be in the present moment, but pause in the present moment so you're not acting inappropriately or irresponsibly. So that's another way. And then how do we know when we are accumulating, we have an accumulation of psychological time? How do we know that we are not clearing up consistently and having a clear vibration? I think it's awareness of our thoughts, the type of thoughts, the quality of our thoughts is an indication of how much of accumulation are we, carrying. Whether if we find ourselves worrying too much about the future, then we need to bring ourselves to the present moment. So what is within my power to what kind of action can I take today so that I can ease myself and be effective for my future? Similarly, if my thoughts keep going back to sad moments that I have gone in the past consistently, those are the only thoughts that come up in me, then that means there's an accumulation of the past. So your thoughts are an indicator, but do not get lost in the thoughts. Like I had said before in one of my sessions, don't serve your thoughts tea. Let them come in and let them leave. But they give you an indication of the quality of your thoughts. Don't get caught up with it. Don't go on a roller coaster ride with your thoughts. Instead say, interesting, I seem to be worrying too much about the future. What is it that I can do today so that I can ease off that anxiety about the future? And similarly about the past. If I keep going back and playing that broken record of the past, is either I've not connected the dots, I have not accepted it, or I've not forgiven myself, so it's like how this particular quote said, if you are basically just lamenting about it and feeling guilty, then not one tiny slice of that guilt will do anything to change things in the past. just about taking appropriate action in the current moment, owning the fact that I need to move away, I need to take action, I need to change something. So yeah, so that's basically the power of now, the present moment. And it's such a beautiful gift that we can give ourselves if we are able to bring ourselves, even for these few minutes, in the present moment, in whichever activity that works for you, whether it's breath, body awareness, any kind of activity. So I'm looking forward to some interaction. I'm not sure if you'll have been sharing and that it's not coming up on my feed. Tell me how you're feeling. Okay, so Christine, thank you so much. Various interpretations, absolutely. Thank you so much. I'd love to hear more from all of you. What is your interpretation of these different quotes? Because we are we are an accumulation of different experiences. We cannot deny that. We cannot always deny our past and what's up for us. Even ancestrally, even collectively, our soul has had different experiences. We cannot abandon it. So it's about what relationship, what quality you have with those thoughts. What kind of interaction you keep with your thoughts, and being aware of your inner vibration, your inner space, and your energy in the auric field and the space that you carry forward. So when people meet with you, they should feel that they are in alignment, that you're feeling that growth with one another rather than feeling someone's pulling you down, right? Okay, so Tony says, I like the body awareness you talk about. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. You know, it's important. We are responsible for what kind of energy we bring into the world, right? We have to take responsibility. That's how I see it, is how you present yourself. And it has an interaction with the people you are being with. So if you are feeling down and out, it's no brainer, you're going to bring that energy out. What do? Do you ignore it? No, you sit with it and you allow yourself to perhaps these words will help you. I'm repeating it myself. Everything is in divine and perfect order, just the way it is. So surrendering, letting go, not feeling like you have to have everything perfect. Sometimes there is beauty in that moment when everything doesn't seem perfect in our human sense, but there is perfection. Okay, I did pick up one more, so I'm going to read that out. I love myself, body, mind, and soul. When you are at peace with yourself and love yourself, it is virtually impossible to be self-destructive. That's a good way to have a grand finale right there, repeating it. I love myself, body, mind, and soul. When you are at peace with yourself and love yourself, it is virtually impossible to be self-destructive. So self-destructive on all levels. It's impossible if you are at that inner, you are in that inner peace. Absolutely. Well said, Uncle. Life must go on, hence we must welcome the present moment where we are. We are an amazing ball of experiences, and we need to have acknowledgement, gratitude, and also a bit of sense of humor for what all we've experienced and how resilient we are. And yeah, so that's it from me today. If you have some more to share, we can always hang around and chat a little more. I hope this inspires you to bring yourself to the present moment more often. I hope it inspires you to have more time for yourself to meditate or just be with in your space. Thank you, Lenka. Thank you so much, Anshama, and all of you for being with me today. The power of now. Each of these have value. Power of now, power of the pause, reflection, everything. And like Tony says, time is finite. So enjoy the rest of your day, evening, day, morning, whatever, wherever you are. I wish you all the very best, and I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. Not the next Sunday, the following Sunday. Connect with me on myself and Tony on Instagram next Saturday on the Seeds of Thought. Take care, and God bless each one of you. Take care. Bye.